Do you remember when the official Alphablocks show spelled out the word ass?
Ass.
Ass.
Look, a donkey.
That's another word for a donkey. An ass.
Soft ear.
How about when they spelled out the F word?
Fuck.
Whoa, confetti. That's a strong word sign.
Of course you don't, because it's not from the official show. These are AI-generated versions of Alphablocks. I can see it's AI and you can see it's AI. But if you're 3 years old watching it, you might not know it's AI. And that's a massive problem. Right now, kids are using Sora to make Alphablocks spell out swear words and sexual slang, uploading them to YouTube and getting tens of thousands of views. Look, I get it. It's kind of funny.
Wah, ah,
Ah.
wanker.
What a wiggly word.
It's a made-up word just for fun and we made it together.
Listen to how it sounds. Wanker.
Quick reminder to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you. Cute letter characters bouncing around, spelling out inappropriate words, has a certain absurd comedy to it. But these videos look exactly like educational content. Letters sounded out one by one, the words celebrated at the end. So what do you think happens when a 4-year-old watches Alphablocks spell out the word Giat?
Yacht. Yacht. Whoa, a comic burst that says yacht.
Yacht.
They're getting a step-by-step tutorial on inappropriate slang dressed up as a phonics lesson.
Cock.
Look, a rooster, also called a cock.
And it's not just profanity. These AI videos are teaching kids to spell words wrong. They're being used to advertise brands to toddlers. And there are zero safeguards stopping any of it. This is poisoning the minds of young kids. And yes, I know how dramatic that sounds, but stick with me. I promise, by the end of this video, you're going to agree. Part 1. AI is turning kids into walking advertisements. Now, let me show you something that should make your blood boil. There's a Sora-generated Alphablocks video on YouTube right now. It has over 100,000 views in just 3 weeks. The cute little letter characters spell out words. Except they're not spelling cat or dog. They're spelling brand names like Samsung or Toys R Us.
Or is.
Together we spell
Toys R Us.
And here's the bit that will get you. It was made by a fan. A fan did the corporation's advertising work for free and delivered it to another 100,000 children.
E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese's, where kids can have fun. And I'm Bubble.
Welcome to the future. Right now it's kids having fun, making videos of their favourite brands. It's innocent enough, but here's what makes this dangerous. That fan-made video has shown something valuable to marketers.
A. M. S. U. G. Samsung. Look, a phone from South Korea. Brilliant.
A kid with Sora can create professional-looking content that reaches 100,000 more kids in just 3 weeks. And it looks educational, not like advertising. The infrastructure now exists for something much worse. Brands could easily commission these videos or reward fans whilst pretending it's community content. The ad feels organic whilst hammering brand names into pre-literate children's minds. This is exactly how advert games evolved. Products embedded in fun content where kids don't realise they're being marketed to. And this is the perfect format for it. From a marketer's perspective, Sora is a dream. Unlimited variations, constant testing, always fresh material. And it's aimed at children learning their first words. Imagine those first words being brand names. Children under 12 can't recognise persuasive intent, especially when ads blend into content. Alphablocks style videos, well, they look educational. Parents trust this format. When a video spells out Samsung, it's not just showing a brand. It's a lesson saying reading is fun and one of the first words you should know is Samsung. That's hijacking literacy training to build brand recognition. Right now, these videos are indeed fan-made. But if companies see this as a marketing opportunity, mark my words, children are going to be learning brand names as their earliest written words. Guys, we're already in dystopia. Instead of learning words that expand their world, colours, animals, emotions, kids get drawn on words that expand a company's market share. In the UK, strict rules exist about advertising to under 5s. You can't target them directly. But this? Technically fan content. Not an official advert, even though it achieves the same goal. More effectively even, because kids don't see it coming. Companies get all the benefits, whilst claiming plausible deniability. We didn't make those videos. Meanwhile, they're reaping the benefits of having 100,000 toddlers watch their brand names spelled out. And once one brand sees this works, every brand is gonna do it. We're heading for a flood of brand name Alphablocks content that'll drown out actual educational material. Consider this video a warning. Part 2. AI is teaching kids to spell wrong. Here's what's happening right now. Somewhere, a 4-year-old is watching what looks like Alphablocks. The characters are bouncing around, making letter sounds, spelling out words. The child is engaged, smiling, learning. Except they're not learning. They're learning wrong.
Q-U-R-S-E! Turquoise!
That video wasn't made by BBC's literacy experts. It was spat out by Sora AI in about 30 seconds. And the word on the screen, misspelled. Young children, ages 3 to 7, are in their critical phonics acquisition phase. Their brains are primed to absorb spelling patterns. When a child sees a word spelled correctly, repeatedly, their brain builds a visual dictionary. It gets hardwired. But when AI shows them the wrong spelling, that error gets hardwired instead. And here's the thing, it's much harder to unlearn something than it is to learn it correctly the first time. Teachers call this fossilized errors. Once it's in there, it takes months of interventions to dig it out. Imagine a child who's seen incorrect spellings in 50 AI videos. Those wrong versions feel familiar. When their teacher corrects them, the child argues back. But I saw it in my learning video. The real Alphablocks teaches grapheme-phoneme correspondence, the relationship between letters and sounds. When AI generates fake content with misspelled words, it breaks the entire system. Children learn fake spelling relationships that don't exist. They start guessing when reading because patterns from AI videos, they don't match the real books. Young children don't question what they see. They operate on trust. If it looks like Alphablocks, they assume it's correct. AI is hijacking that trust to teach incorrect information. Now, to be fair, Sora gets it right sometimes.
Eggs. Look, eggs. A smooth shell that holds a baby bird or breakfast.
Maybe even most of the time.
You. Stuff. We made a word. Nice and packed with, well,
But here's the thing, most of the time isn't good enough. A 75% success rate may as well be a 0% success rate when you're teaching something as important as literacy. Because every wrong spelling gets stored as a candidate for how that word is spelled. A handful of exposures is enough for a misspelling to feel familiar. And what happens when the version you've seen most often is wrong? You write it wrong. Every time, for years.
Ready to spell?
Numberblocks.
What have we made?
Numberblocks, that's the word. 12 letters together singing strong. Say it.
Research shows that early exposure to incorrect spellings has long-term effects. Some errors get so embedded that they show up in teenagers' writing, literally years later. This isn't just a minor problem, it's breaking the entire foundation. These AI Alphablocks videos aren't obscure. They frequently go viral on TikTok with absolutely no quality control. No teacher checking. Just an algorithm spitting out videos and children absorbing whatever it produces. For a developing brain, this is like trying to read while the alphabet keeps mutating. The stability they desperately need simply isn't there. These videos are fun. Children love them. So they watch repeatedly. Every repeat reinforces the wrong spelling. Real literacy requires stable, consistent exposure. AI-generated content introduces noise into a process that depends on consistency. If a toy company released a product proven to harm cognitive development, we'd ban it immediately. But AI tools that damage literacy learning, apparently that's fine. Make it make sense. Part 3. Why is this allowed to be released? OpenAI released Sora knowing it would be used for children's content. And they did it without ensuring 2 basic things: correct spelling and blocking inappropriate content. 2 things, and they managed neither. It's impressive, honestly. Let's start with spelling. Imagine releasing children's medicine that only works 70% of the time. You can't. It's not fit for purpose. If Sora can't guarantee correct spelling, it shouldn't be used where children are learning. That's it. That's the standard. Not mostly right, not good enough for YouTube, actually correct. Early spelling wires up a child's brain. Letters, sounds and meanings, they all link together. When the input is wrong, those connections are wrong. And when the teacher making the error is a trusted Alphablocks character, the error sticks forever. Like that embarrassing thing you said at a party that still keeps you up at night. Just like that. In the 1960s, the UK ran the initial teaching alphabet experiment, an alternative spelling system to help kids learn faster. Thousands of children used it. Many never fully recovered standard spelling, even decades later. Letting AI improvise spellings whilst children treat it as educational is the same mistake. Just shinier and with better PR. When a viral misspelling video gets thousands of views, that's thousands of kids potentially learning the wrong version. No teacher checking, no correction. Just confidently incorrect Alphablocks. Thanks, Sora. Children test boundaries. Kids aged 6 to 10 are in that testing taboo words phase. They'll absolutely type swear words and slurs into Sora to see what happens. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when and how fast it ends up on TikTok. OpenAI says Sora has safeguards and filters.
Ready, gang?
Let's spell it!
F-U-C-K! All together now! Fuck!
Whoa.
We actually said it!
Wired magazine found it still outputs sexist and racist stereotypes. Rolling Stone found teens generating violent and racist content despite safeguards. So either the filters don't work, or OpenAI shipped it knowing the filters don't work. Those are your options. Pick your favourite. Imagine a 4-year-old searching for Alphablocks and finding AI videos where their favourite characters spell out slurs. That's not edgy content, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Also, traumatising children. But mostly the lawsuit thing seems to motivate companies.
Abuse!
And this is what happens when you don't listen, boy.
How?
That's not okay.
Hurting someone with a belt is abuse.
So what should have happened before Sora was released? 2 non-negotiable conditions. Number 1, guarantee spelling accuracy. 100%, not 95%, not pretty good, 100% only. Number 2, block abusive language. Properly, with actual working filters. Without those guarantees, this tool should be blocked from generating educational content for children. Not discouraged, not please don't, blocked. If Sora can't reliably spell basic words, it has no business teaching the alphabet. If it can't reliably refuse to animate swear words, it has no business anywhere near children's content. This isn't controversial, this is the floor is made of floor level of obvious. Until that changes, parents need to know. AI Alphablocks content is not safe for your children. Not for learning, not for entertainment, not at all. Thank you so much to the Snipe Army for all of your incredible support. You are my channel members and you are total legends. Click the join button to, join us. There are perks and it helps me, an independent creator. I'll see you soon. Snipe, snap, out.